Welcome to the Blogger Genius Podcast, brought to you by MiloTree. Here's your host, Jillian Leslie.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Blogger Genius Podcast. I'm so happy you are here. I am Jillian Leslie, your host. I started my online entrepreneurial journey in 2009 when my husband and I built our first website, catchmyparty.com, and we've grown it into the largest party ideas site on the web. If you need party ideas, free printables, inspiration, head over there. Then in 2016, David and I built our MiloTree pop-up app that so many of you use to grow your social media followers on TikTok and Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, and your email list. And again, super optimized, super easy to use. That's really our MO. And last year, we rolled out MiloTreeCart, which is the easiest way for you bloggers and creators to sell digital products to your audiences. Again, we built it for non-techies. And I'm excited to do this solo episode today about an exercise my head of marketing, Clarita, and I decided to challenge ourselves with. We said, hey, there is this explosion happening called ChatGPT. If you have not played around with it, gosh, I highly recommend you pause this episode right now and sign up for an account. It is amazing. We challenged ourselves to write an ebook using ChatGPT on how to write an ebook using ChatGPT. I know, crazy meta, but it was the perfect exercise to get us creating with ChatGPT as our partner, because I sit here telling all of you, hey, start selling products to your audience, start with an ebook. And yet that is difficult. How do you come up with the idea? How do you write it? This is going to take hours and hours. Well, I want to let you know that we were able to go start to finish with a 20-page ebook in about 3 hours. And at the beginning, we knew nothing. So I want to give you some insights into what it was like for us. Now, when you think about ChatGPT, think about it this way. It is like an incredibly well-skilled intern. And it doesn't think, it does. So therefore, it is all about the prompting to get ChatGPT to quote unquote do the tasks you ask it. And this is why, and I didn't understand this at the beginning, so I would say like, hey, write me an ebook on how to write an ebook using ChatGPT, and I got a bunch of garbage. Therefore, I said, okay, I need to step back and learn how to prompt it to be more useful. So what I have learned is, in the beginning, when you are sitting down to do a project like writing your first ebook, you need to let it know who you are, what your objective is, and what format you want this to happen in, where you want ChatGPT to structure its content around. So now we knew what our topic was, and a lot of times that can be more difficult. But here's what I recommend you do as you're starting to think about creating your first ebook. First, tell ChatGPT who you are and what you're an expert in. And after each prompt, so you're kind of feeding it information at the beginning before you are asking it to spit back stuff that you can use. After each time I prompt it, I always write, do you understand? And then it will come back at me and say, yes, here's what you're saying. And most of the time it's right, but sometimes it's not right. And I clarify what it is hearing me say. So I might say, hey, I'm a food blogger. Here is my niche. This is who my audience is. My goal is to write an ebook. And right now I need topics for this ebook that will sell. Great. Now and then I say, do you understand? And it will spit back information. So we prompted it with, hey, we want to write an ebook about using ChatGPT on how to help others write their ebooks using ChatGPT. Do you understand? Now, again, I knew my topic, but let's say you don't know. Well, I sit here on my podcast going, you got to solve problems for your audience and you want to make it not just a nice to have, but a must have. And I talk about these 6 purchasing buckets. If you can sell a product that makes somebody money, saves somebody money, saves somebody time, moves somebody toward happiness, moves somebody away from pain, or raises someone's social status, people will typically buy. This is how you move from nice to have to must have. So what I would do if I were trying to come up with an idea for a product, I would prompt ChatGPT and say, I'm looking for ideas based on my niche of an ebook I could write, and I want it to fall into one of these 6 categories, listing those categories, saying, do you understand? Then I would, and it will say, yes, I do, and it might even start to give you ideas. Then I might say, give me 20 digital product ebook ideas I could write using this information that I've already given it, and see what I get. And the goal is to continue to refine what it is spitting back at you to go, well, wait a second, like maybe they're, I don't know, all for people who want to make money or something. And that's not exactly what you're thinking about, or you don't like these ideas. Your job is to continually give feedback back to ChatGPT and say things like, no, I don't want ideas about this. I want ideas about X, and maybe even give it an example and then say, do you understand? So think of it as like the best brainstorming partner ever. Then you look at these ideas and you go, ooh, I really like this one idea. Great. Now you're going to say, take this idea and give me an outline for an ebook and watch what it spits out. And again, you might have to go back multiple times and say, well, I want to gear it toward men or gear it toward women. Write me another outline. And lo and behold, it will. And after each one, go, do you understand? So this is what we did. We said, we talked about who the audience is, who the target audience is, and said, write us an outline of, topics for how to write an ebook using ChatGPT, and boom, we got a really good outline. And then the next thing is you want to prompt it, and this is something that I've just really started to do as I am digging into ChatGPT, is tell it what tone, tell it what audience. So you could say things like, in a friendly and professional tone, write this ebook. Or, and you might do multiple categories like this, write this for an 8th grader, which is typically where I try to target people. It might be something like, so here are some adjectives that you could put into ChatGPT and say, write it in an authoritative tone, or an urgent and persuasive tone, or a casual and conversational tone, or you might say, make it humorous. And after each time you are prompting it, write, do you understand? Then you can ask it to do this task and see what you get and fine tune it from there. That has been incredibly helpful for me as I'm working with ChatGPT. It's like you need to set up the parameters and the goal. Now, one thing for your ebook is, in any sort of ebook that you are writing, and you probably want to prompt ChatGPT with this as well, your ebook, remember, needs to solve a problem for your people. And again, one of these problems that fits into one of these 6 buckets. And the goal is to ask ChatGPT to make sure it's giving you action steps for your book, so that you're not just talking in generalities, you're talking in specifics. Your audience, your customer wants to get from point A to point B. And the more direct you can get them to their destination, the more success you will have. So you don't want to have a lot of fluff. You want it to be action oriented. So tell that to ChatGPT. So in our ebook, we have do this and then do this and then do this. And here's how to write an ebook. And I think, as I said, it only took us a couple hours start to finish. Plus, we, as part of MiloTreeCart, offer a Canva template where you can then just copy and paste your ebook into this template, and boom, you've got a professional looking ebook. Now, are you done with ChatGPT at this point? No, because remember, you've got ideas for outline steps. And again, go back and make sure that these are actionable steps, but then take each step. This is what we did. We took each step and we said, write out this, write a more detailed explanation of this. And we took the piece from the outline, put it into ChatGPT, and had it spew out information for us. So we're working in a Google Doc. At the same time, we're using ChatGPT as our assistant. It was not just a copy paste. What we did was we then ended up with a rough draft, going through these topics and then seeing how ChatGPT spelled them out for us. And then this is where it becomes this partnership. It was about us going through and massaging the information, making sure that it made sense for our audience. Again, you are a big component in the writing of your ebook. It's just that you get this enormous leg up, and it helps structure your thinking. It helps give you ideas that you would never have thought of. And it's like writing on steroids. So let me continue my story. Here is how I set my ebook up to sell it. I went to my MiloTreeCart dashboard and I clicked the button digital download, because that's what I was going to be selling. I added the name of our ebook, which is called The Beginner's Guide to Making Money with Ebooks Using ChatGPT. And by the way, guess what I used to come up with that title? I prompted ChatGPT and said, give me 10 titles for this ebook about writing ebooks, and that was the one that I liked the best. I put a price of $27, pressed save. I uploaded the PDF into my MiloTreeCart dashboard, and boom, I'm ready to start selling. Now, one of the great things about MiloTreeCart, in addition to handling all the payments and the back end stuff, is when my customer purchases my ebook, MiloTreeCart handles the delivery of that ebook. So I don't have to do anything. They automatically email a link to the PDF to my customer. They also offer it on their thank you page. It doesn't matter what kind of file size you have on MiloTreeCart, what kind of file type. You get unlimited products to sell, and it's all handled without me having to touch it. Also, MiloTreeCart gives me free, unlimited, fill-in-the-blank sales pages that I can get up in less than 10 minutes. So I don't have to worry about the design. I've got prompts in terms of what to write, and all of a sudden I've got a great looking sales page that looks fantastic on mobile where I can go out and start selling. And plus, one of the other benefits with MiloTreeCart is you can sell memberships, you can sell subscriptions, you can sell coaching, you can get just regular payment links, anything that you would sell digitally, you can do with MiloTreeCart, and there's no learning curve. I seriously believe that if you can get good at working with AI, figuring out how to prompt it, the world will open up to you and you can start creating products and selling things with ease. So as I mentioned, I am selling my ebook. However, because you are listening to this episode, if you want to get it for free, I'm going to offer it for a limited amount of time, and you can go to MiloTree.com/AI ebook to grab it. But otherwise, it will be for sale. And honestly, it was like the easiest product I've ever created. So if you are interested in creating ebooks and really any kind of digital product, I recommend you go to MiloTreeCart.com and purchase it because we are just a heads up. We are going to be changing our pricing structure, so get it now for $349 before that all changes and it becomes more expensive. Again, head to MiloTreeCart.com, sign up, and we give you 30 days free to try it out. Go write that ebook. Go sell that ebook. Go see how simple this is. I don't know, for example, how search is going to change for bloggers and for ad income. I recommend you turn on other income streams so that you can find new ways to monetize, new ways to serve your audience, and to do it in the simplest way possible. If you want to get on a quick call with me, I would love it. I can hear about what you are creating and how I can help you. Just go to MiloTree.com/meet because I would love to meet you. Seriously, this is a really exciting time. So I recommend you get out in front of it, embrace it. And I will see you here again next week.